Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brandon Stover, and welcome to another episode of Hustle and Happiness Podcast. Today, I want to talk about sharing your failures. So, the big question is this: how are millennials like you and I, who refuse to accept the American dream template that the schools and our parents have tried to hand down to us, but looking to escape the rat race? How do we shift our mindset in life to reach success and find our happiness? That's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Brandon Stover, and I'm an entrepreneur who is going from zero to success and sharing every one of my secrets along the way in order to inspire you to defy your odds. Welcome to the Hustle and Happiness Podcast. So, a little while back, I was filming the videos for my free video series on my website. If you go to hustleandhappiness.com, you will find a free video series called The Lie That Everyone's Told You About Happiness and the 4 Secrets to Actually Getting It. And I was filming that video series for you guys, and I actually came home and I was like, I'm going to knock out all of these videos. I've been, recording myself on camera, I've been recording myself in audio. I feel more confident, and I think I can knock all of these out today. And so I got everything set up, got in front of the camera, and I started hammering through, and I got through quite a bit, but then I started to stumble upon myself in what I was trying to say. And eventually I would just have to keep doing retake after retake after retake. And it was starting to wear down on me. I could feel my brain was you can't handle anymore. And I was like, okay, I got to take a break. And so I went down, I had my protein shake, came back up, and I was like, okay, let's redo the videos that you messed up on. And went to redo some of those, and I didn't even turn the mic on for the second round. And so I pulled out the memory card, went to pop it in my computer, was checking over the videos, and went to watch those ones, and I was like, oh, I didn't even turn the video on. Come on, Brandon, or turn the audio on. I was like, come on, Brandon. I was like, well, I can't today. I've put in all the effort that I can, and trying to redo that video isn't just going to happen. And so if you go watch that free video series on my website, you'll see there's 5 videos. You'll see 4 of them done in a white shirt, and then you'll see me in this shirt today because I refilmed one of the videos. And I think it's a lot better now. I spoke a lot clearer and was able to get my idea across a lot better. But it's just being willing to fail and being willing to share that. That's why I want to share with you guys that even the things that I do, I fail probably 5 or 6 times before I, get it right. And it's in that sharing that you create relationships with people. If you're always trying to put yourself out there as somebody who's perfect, you're setting yourself up for 2 things. One, you're making yourself supposedly higher than other people, and people don't like to connect with that. And then 2, you're setting a really high standard for yourself that you always have to live up to. And so anytime that you start to fall below that standard, you end up having to lie, you have to put on a false face, and it's just not good for you or any of the relationships you're trying to build. As well as it kind of puts you, as I was talking about in the first reason, it puts us kind of on this pedestal, and nobody really connects with that. If you think about superheroes, one of my favorite people, Russell Brunson, he talks about this all the time with Batman and Superman. The reason that Batman is so much more popular than Superman is Superman's this superhuman being, alien being from another planet, and he has all of these superpowers. And if it wasn't for kryptonite, if you took kryptonite out of the equations, he's literally perfect. He can fly, he can do all of these things. You can't defeat him, right? He has no weaknesses, he has no failures, he has no scars, he has nothing to show. On the flip side, you have Bruce Wayne, you have Batman, who had, this horrible childhood experience, and then you see him come from the ashes of that and basically become this superhero, this super rich, successful person, But along the way, he has all of these, mental things that he tries and gets over, and he overcomes that, and he decides to help people because of it. And that's just like a more compelling story, because you see the weaknesses, you see his failures, you see, his story, his scars, everything, and you can connect with that on a deeper level, because everybody has their own failures and their own stories and their own scars that, they're trying to hide on a day-to-day basis. But if you are somebody that comes out and says, hey, I have those scars too, I also fail, I'm not the perfect person, I'm not Superman, people are like, oh, okay, like, you're like me. And so when you can find somebody that's like you, that's when you start to begin to build a relationship. And so you have to really, really accept your failures and live up to them, because that's what's going to show that you're human. Everybody is human, and everybody's going to fail. And so, don't try and be like Superman. I think the meme, is, how does it go? It's something like, be yourself, but if you can be Batman, be Batman. Basically do that, and always be willing to share your failures as much as you share your successes. And so that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. If you go see the free video series on my website, hustleandhappiness.com, you'll see me wearing, a different shirt for those, and just remember back to this podcast and be like, oh yeah, Brandon fucked up on his episode, so he had to refilm. Alright, later guys. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes look at our entrepreneur's journey. If you want to get more secrets to becoming an entrepreneur and pursuing your happiness, then visit www.hustleandhappiness.com. Join us again next time, and remember, you are just one decision away from your happiness.